Thank you for joining Beardy and the Beast on this very special occasion. This conversation marks the 100th video we have released and is totally not a low-effort release as a break. Hurrah!
Hurrah!
To be part of the discussion, check out our Discord or beardyandthebeast.com for a full list of services we're available on. As always, I'm Drew, the Shonen protagonist, and this is your Shoujo First Love, Dev.
Not even mad. I like that one. Good work.
So, this being the 100th episode, we're not actually covering any like specific pieces of media. I don't want to step on the toes of our year-end reviews, which you should totally check out if you had not, because they are a blast. We talk about like everything from podcast to not. In this case, I just kind of want to like reflect a little bit on the past, talk a little bit about the future. And what is that, Devin? Can you hear that?
What's that, Drew?
I'm glad you're playing along. For long-time listeners, you'll notice that there is a change in audio, as recently we have acquired some background music, some royalty-free assets that can help along. And if it worked out correctly, and if I totally haven't dropped the ball, and this doesn't get caught in post, a new intro. Huzzah!
Yay!
It sounds so great, doesn't it, Dev?
It does.
I think, you know what? I think being the 100th episode, released on video, specifically.
Yes.
And also being this time of year between real Thanksgiving and American Thanksgiving. I'm feeling thankful, so I just want to, thank our friends that have checked out what we've done and help inflate our listen counts by actually listening. Actual return listeners, mostly people who are checking out the studio, Chizu and Ghibli stuff. I can see they are the most loyal listeners from the analytics.
We should have just been an anime channel.
We'd be huge if we were just an anime channel. We'll start talking about, Chainsaw Man and Demon Slayer and JJK? Yeah. That being said, at our Discord, we have been talking about Bleach and some anime. So I'd also like to thank the bots on the podcast platforms that have been pushing our views, and I'd also like to thank the totally not pirators trying to watch Little Hours on YouTube. That super inflated the view counts on that one.
To the point that we hid the video. I mean, to be fair, I wouldn't pay for that movie either.
I still like it a bit. It's fine.
Is it though?
I mean, not objectively.
It tried.
It did try. I'm feeling thankful for how far we've gone. Like, soon we'll be hitting our 3rd year in review.
Yeah.
Which is huge.
Oh, wow.
We've watched and discussed all manners of media. Or rather, movies and TV shows. We've done drama, we've done horror, we've done comedy.
We've done music videos.
We'll
be doing music videos.
No, have. That should have released before this.
We've done video games.
Short films. Honestly, though, I wish we could have gotten into music, but I just don't know enough. Like, I can be fairly objective about movies and games, but for me, it would be a lot of subjective rhetoric as far as music goes.
Yeah, which is fine sometimes. I mean, we still do have that like list of shorts idea where it is, let's look at music videos as a story or something.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's what I like about our recent thing where we went through the Wings short films for BTS, and then we watched the music video and kind of discussed them in real time, which I found very interesting. You having almost no exposure to BTS, those short films, or anything about them aside from the fact that they're like literally bigger than the Beatles.
My literal experience with BTS, other than having heard the name, is I bought the chicken nuggets.
Oh, there was
Literally
BTS
it.
chicken nuggets.
Yes, it was literally it. And like,
I could use some nuggies. Get some pizza by the slice. I'd prefer
mm,
BTS nuggies. Like these more experimental things that we're playing around with the filler arc or something that I kind of look forward to doing more of in the future.
mm,
Um, like we did Gree, we've done this, we've talked briefly about me doing a playthrough of Journey.
yeah,
You know, even going through and watching some of the more story related music videos and stuff.
yeah.
Or I honestly wouldn't mind. I don't think we could do it and not get like just struck everywhere, but I would love to go through the Protomen album.
Mm,
It like if our listeners haven't checked them out, check out Protomen or the Protomen. It's kind of a rock ballad themed over Mega Man, and it's honestly the entire story. Oh, what was his original name?
Rockman?
Yeah, of Rockman and like Mega Man and Zero and like this entire epic arc over a course of a few albums. The Proto Man is just wonderful.
Yeah.
It is a very good experience and very, very talented artist too. Very skilled.
It's the one thing, like, trying to do things like that is you can't really do it in the same way that we do with movies, where we go, yeah, assume you've watched it.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times when you're doing anything music related, it's like, no, you kind of just need to be talking about it and reacting to it as you're doing it, as opposed to.
And it's stuff where like I think we skirt a bit on the Wings thing. I mean, I think it was, additive and we changed it and gave our perspectives quite well. But doing that sort of thing and actually doing it at an intellectual level opposed to just blatant React content.
Mm-hmm.
Like the only real React content I'd want to do is trailers.
Yes.
But then it's even harder because there is no, like, we're not doing Laser Sword Space Wizards. We're not doing superheroes. So kind of these trailers only really matter if they're part of a larger series.
Yes.
And a lot of the big releases like Final Fantasy Advent Children.
Yeah.
These aren't the sort of things that are coming out right now. So for us to be able to actually do that kind of content, I just don't think there's...
Yeah, I don't think it would... What we're watching and what we're wanting to do on the channel, yeah, there's not much that's going to be there. Though, one thing... The only way I could see us doing that is, like, we've got our list of movies, like, especially the ones that neither of us have seen. Like, before watching it, it's like, yeah, sure, let's look at a few of the trailers like we've done outside of recordings. Talking about, that could be interesting, or people said, hey, you should check this out. Oh, cool. All right, now we can have a reason to look at the trailer. Then again, when neither of us have seen a movie, we're both pretty good at like looking at nothing about it, except for Everything Everywhere All at Once, which someone just went and watched.
Look, it was available, and I like enjoyed it. I forgot it was on the list. I mean, that being said, I don't have that draw. Like, as soon as I know that I'm going to watch the thing, like, why do I need the trailer?
Yeah.
They're going to take some key parts and they might even, like, paint it as a completely different story than it actually is.
They would never do that in a trailer.
Or it could be, like, Highlander Endgame, where 80% of the content that was in the trailer was cut from the film.
Yeah.
And it was all the best parts, so...
You talk about that movie was a masterpiece.
Funny story. So it was me and two friends, and that movie was rated R, I believe.
I think so.
And we get up to the counter and we're like 3 for Highlander Endgame, and they're like, "What? How old are you guys?" Goes to first guy, and goes 18. Goes to me, and we're like 18, and then goes to their last friend who's like 17. They go like, yeah, we can't let you in. It's a rated R movie or whatever. So we bought tickets to freaking, I think it was one of those cheerleader competition movies.
Like Bring It On or something?
Yeah, I think it was Bring It On.
Yeah, sounds about right.
So we bought tickets to Bring It On. And then, of course, instead of going to Bring It On, we went and watched Highlander Endgame.
Then you realize that you made the wrong choice.
Yes, at the end of the movie, we all agreed that we should have just went and watched Bring It On.
You know, I haven't seen that movie in a long time. I remember it being not bad. Like, not Mean Girls good, but it was pretty good.
Bring It On?
Yeah.
You know what? I keep meaning to watch Drumline. Because I've seen a snippet of it from somewhere, probably like in my random, like watching movie clips on YouTube or whatever.
Yeah.
Just this scene where they're like friendly rivals, and they go up to a where it transcribes the drum line that they're doing on the computer.
Yeah.
And then they both start drumming like crazy, and it's the printouts, and it looks really cool.
Nice.
I'm like, that movie looks cool. So I was thinking about that. I mean, I've seen, what's that dance movie? That like really long dance. No, that's a competition show.
What era?
I know there's like 30 series of these things. It's the one with Moose. He's like the tall, skinny kid.
I don't remember. So let's just name off a few. Dirty Dancing, probably not that one.
No, it's like a series of dance, like hip hop in the streets kind of thing.
Step Up?
Yeah, Step Up. The Step Up series. You're right. I've seen every dance with Moose in it. I haven't seen any of the Step Up films.
That's fair. I think I've seen the first Step Up film. Drumline is all right. I remember enjoying it, but I couldn't tell you a thing about the film.
You know, Step
Whiplash
Up. I'm not done talking about Step Up.
All right.
So as near as I can tell, Step Up, right, is the kind of like, I'm pretty sure it was the tropey like innocent girl, dance crew, handsome protagonist, you know, you have your funny guy Moose or whatever, and then it's a romance thing, but it's also a competition thing about dancing and stuff, right?
Yeah.
And then after the first film, they get rid of your love couple or whatever, and then all of a sudden this entire series of like 40 films is just about Moose, because they know exactly who everyone cares about.
Yep.
I am piecing this together from YouTube clips.
Because there was a lot of movies like that around that time, right? I mean, I think the remake of Fame happened around that time. Save the Last Dance was around that time.
There was a huge fascination with like classical or ballet dancers getting exposed to hip hop.
Yeah.
There was like 3 different series of that.
Yeah.
Well, it was all high school, college, music / dance stuff.
Like Save the Last Dance was early 2000s, 2001, 2002.
What's the singing one with that comedian?
Pitch Perfect? Yes.
That hit in a much larger way than I thought it would. People are really down to Pitch Perfect.
I like that one. I occasionally go back and watch some of the clips from that. I mean, Kendrick is just funny.
Mm-hmm. No, I agree. I just like it came to my. I don't know why we're talking specifically about the dance and music movies of the early to mid 2000s. Probably because
you're talking about sneaking into a movie. That's how we got into this.
Because it's still more entertaining than talking about Highlander Endgame.
No, that one is not on our list. Yet.
You know, if I were to watch a Highlander thing, it would be the series again. Yeah, some good and entertaining upcoming stuff that we're gonna have. We watched the series of Herline April, which we're gonna be releasing. Wonderful show.
So good. Or
was it? You'll have to listen to the cast to find out. But yeah, it was pretty good.
You should listen to the cast anyway.
Yeah,
even with that spoiler. I think there's a lot of good conversation in that one.
I think it's our best of that series.
Yeah,
which we're still thinking about, like a name rebranding, anyways, but not a structural.
Yeah,
just something a little bit more so people can come across it and be like, oh, that's what that is.
Yeah.
No matter how clever our ideas were.
It's
in
so
the naming
good.
convention. But
It's so good.
it's so good, but more movies. Yeah, everything else. Yeah, other than that, I'm just excited that we've hit 100 videos. Soon to be 100 casts. I imagine we probably won't do any special for the 100 casts, but we might do 100 on the 100th Media Club.
Yeah.
But that's like a year away. 70 or something.
Something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, yeah, it's something we'd have to do. The media club. It's just Second Wall is such a different beast.
Yeah. I wish it had a big enough following that we could cut it onto its own channel. Like have two entities like that with two very different window dressings.
Yes.
This has been a celebration, hurrah! Of the release of our 100th video to YouTube. We appreciate you all. Again, check out beardyandthebeast.com for a full list of services that we're available on, or join the discussion in our Discord or in the comments.
Yeah.
Ian,